Welcome to the third part of this Model Team Helicopter Transport series, which is about this model. This is the third part, so we're going to talk about the helicopter. The helicopter is a scale model in a scale 1 to 25 of a Bell 206B Jet Ranger. And it's fairly detailed. It's made as a scale model, so I was looking at the blueprints from the real helicopter and made sure that all the angles and all the details are as accurate as you could expect it to be in this scale. So we got the main rotor here on top, which can turn around, and the same with the tail rotor right here. And the connections are with tiles connected to this part here, which is a really cool piece that I would love to use in other models. The doors open, so you can see the doors here in the back open like this, and there's a bench seat in the back, just like in the real helicopter, and the same with the doors in the front. However, this requires some more violence to open. And in the front you can again see there's two seats and there's some interior detailing. Well, this model, unlike the truck and the trailer, is not easy to build at all, and it's not as sturdy as the other parts. You can see it's easy to bend certain parts and the rotor comes off really easily. This is more of a display model than a play model. I have made building instructions for it, just like the other parts, and it looks quite well together with the rest of the model because it was supposed to be a modern version of the old classic set 5590. You can see I painted the numbers here on the back of the helicopter. Well, it's actually brick built mostly. You can see I used plates. It's not to put the plates, and here in the middle of the numbers I've got some stickers from original Lego sticker sheets, but I still regard this as cheating a bit, so in the instructions I've put up on my website, for which there are a link below, the numbers will not be. And even without the numbers, this is still a very impressive and hard, difficult to build model. So you should have quite the building experience. You should try to build your own, and I can highly recommend it because there's not that many building instructions for scale helicopters in Lego, at least not yet. And it goes really well together with the truck and trailer, but I think that I might build another helicopter which is easier to build and much more sturdy than this, which will make the whole model easier or more appealing to play with for children. So, if you're going to build this helicopter, there's just a couple of parts which you should consider. So first is down here with the landing gear. I have used pneumatic T-pieces, and they are not currently on this model. But I recommend using a flexible hose instead and cutting off a 1.6 centimeter part in order to put in here instead of using the T-piece, because that will make the connection to the trailer much better, and it will look like the model I have here instead of having a grey piece sticking up right there. And apart from that, well, if you want to make it completely black without small blue parts sticking out, then you should use a black Technic part right here instead of blue, but this black one is pretty hard to come by. And oh, there are the Technic T-pieces are right here, so I would use this piece down here in the building instructions, but as I said, I recommend using the flexible hose instead. And it's a legal technique to cut the flex hose, so that's okay. But be warned, this is a fragile model, it comes apart really easily, and especially if you're driving it around on the truck. So don't give it to small kids, and take care when you are dusting it off. Oh, and one last part. If you're going to build it, then this antenna right here might become stuck to the... It's an Erling it's sitting on, transparent Erling. The transparent Erling makes a really tight bond with this ABS piece right here, which means it's really hard to get off. So I recommend removing the antenna part first and then using a knife to wedge the parts from each other should you want to disassemble it. Well, that is pretty much it. I left it in a terrible state, but there we go. That's nearly okay now. And there we go. It's easy for me to reassemble because I've spent way too much time building this. And should you want to put it onto the trainer, like this, then use these parts to secure the rotor on top to this part of the tail, and use chains like this, like these, just sitting on it, to secure the helicopter to the trailer. Then it will look just like the real model. I modeled this after, connecting around the legs in the back, just as it was before I destroyed everything. Well, that's it. If you try to build your own, then best of luck and have a really nice building experience. That's it for now. Thank you.